What's up everyone, it's Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. Today we're going to look at the new Colorpass subscription box from ORLY. This one had their 2022 spring collection, which is the Impressions collection. It's 6 new creams that are sort of muted and pastel-y, but they're really nice, so I'm excited to take a look at them with you guys. Also included in this month's box was a bottle of the ORLY Bonder base coat and their new Shining Armor top coat. I love ORLY Bonder on this channel. I've used it plenty of times and talked it up, so big fan that they included this one. And as for this top coat, I've only worn it a few times so far, but I've been a big fan of the dry time, and also it seems to be a bit thicker than their top coats that I've used in the past, so I do really like that about it. If you're sitting there like, what is Colorpass? It is the ORLY subscription service, so you sign up and quarterly you will receive a box of their newest collection, and they also include some extra goodies. So it was the top and base coat this month, but you never really know what you're gonna get, and it's always a nice little surprise. You also end up saving over 50% off of the nail polish and whatever else comes in the box, so it's a great deal if you love ORLY, and I definitely recommend checking it out. I will leave some links down below in the description if you want to sign up. A few things about ORLY: they are a salon brand based out of the USA. They are vegan and cruelty free, and their formula is 10 free. As always, if you're new here and you enjoyed this video today, then I do hope that you will consider subscribing down below. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos, and while you're already going to be down there, you should give this video a thumbs up. These shades made quite an impression on me, so let's get to the swatches. Of course, we're going to start out with a base coat today, and how could we not use the ORLY Bonder? First up in the Impressions collection, we will look at Parcs Parasols. This one is a cream finish, and we get this sort of rosy brown shade. It's very nice, very subtle. It was almost a bit of a dark nude on me. It really matched my skin tone and just nail in general, I felt. So I really liked this shade. I think that this is going to look very flattering on most people. So if you like these sort of nudie rosy colors, you're definitely going to want to grab this one. Next up is Danse With Me, which I just learned is the French word for dance. Again, we're getting a cream finish, and I think I forgot to mention on the last one, but this whole collection was 2-coat coverage on me. I was super impressed with the formula. It just built up so nicely and was easy to work with. And with this shade, we are getting a bit of a pastel peachy pink base color. I really liked that. I felt like it was a bit of a brighter version of the last shade, so I thought that it was really beautiful. Next we have Golden Afternoon, which I would describe as a muted mustard. You can see on the screen we get a nice springy yellow, but it is sort of grayed out, a little bit faded, which I really liked. And with this one, the 2-coat application just really impressed me, because usually yellows are going to be at least 2 coats, if not 3, and even then they can be a little bit streaky. So the fact that this one looked this good with just 2 coats was really impressive to me. Next, we'll step into Artist's Garden, which is a pastel earthy green cream. This one was probably my favorite of the collection. I feel like we get a lot of sort of pastel greens, but something about this one was really unique. It's just not a shade that I have. It's not as blue leaning, I feel, as most pastel greens end up being. It's a much warmer green, so I really liked this shade. Again, 2-coat, full opacity, just really impressed me for all these light shades. They just built up so well. Next up we have Bleu Iris, which, yes, I just listened to a video on how to pronounce bleu. Somewhere my high school French teacher is cringing, but this polish is a pastel cornflower blue. It's a very light, springy blue and a bit of a classic pastel blue shade that we would get, but in the context of this collection, I'm a big fan of it. I truly didn't have a shade like this, so it really fits in well and can go nice with some iridescent toppers or like a spotted topper, look like a little robin's egg or something, you know what I'm saying? Rounding out the collection, we will look at Provence at Dusk, which I'm thinking this shade is like hashtag on trend this year because we're getting a lot of this muted lilac-y purple color so far from quite a few different brands. I'm not complaining about that by any means. I think it's a very nice shade, and again, if we're gonna go with pastels, which like I just mentioned, they're not my first pick, but in the pastel world, I do love this shade. I love purple, so I think that's why I do really like this one, no matter who it's coming from. I just think that this is such a pretty shade and really nice for spring. Now that we've taken a look at these new shades, I want to hear your thoughts on them down below. Leave a comment, let me know which one was your favorite, and I'm also interested to know how many of you guys are signed up for the Colorpass service. I've really loved the collections I've gotten through the service over the last year, so I'm excited to see what they continue to come up with and release in the future. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell, and if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. I'm so happy to have you here. I do think that's going to be it for this one today, though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Your thoughts on them down below. Leave a comment down below. Next up, we have Bleu Iris.